Hello and welcome to Bahrain Now, your source of local initiatives, happenings, talents, and trends. I'm your host, Khalid Hijris, here to walk you through our exciting lineup of segments and personalities from around Bahrain. So don't go away, and we'll be right back with more. And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look at what's going on beyond the studio in the following report.
Based on its responsibility towards global challenges and affirming its commitment to partnerships for the good and well-being of humanity, the Kingdom of Bahrain has been diligently implementing development programs that take into account the achievement of environmental security to reflect the objectives of the comprehensive development process under the leadership of His Majesty the King, which was affirmed by His Royal Highness the Crown Prince and Prime Minister during the 26th Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, COP26.
Today I am pleased to announce that Bahrain is committed to reaching net zero by 2060 and has set a range of ambitious interim goals to ensure that we proceed without delay. By 2035, we will reduce emissions by 30% through decarbonization and efficiency initiatives and double our deployment of renewables from the targets we set at COP21. Our 2035 targets also include carbon removal solutions by quadrupling mangrove coverage, doubling tree coverage in Bahrain, and directly investing in carbon capture technologies, which we believe is essential.
The National Afforestation Strategy is the most prominent initiative related to maintaining the environmental balance, as the plan aims to double the number of trees to reach 3.6 million by 2035. Part of this plan has been implemented during the past 2 years through a number of initiatives and policies that aim to increase afforestation and motivate all parties to participate in afforestation projects to ensure achieving the annual target, which consists of increasing the number of trees in government projects, encouraging community partnership to increase the green area, providing supportive policies for afforestation, adopting the necessary mechanisms to monitor the progress made in afforestation, and standardizing afforestation. The afforestation plan also aimed to increase mangrove trees fourfold until 2035. The mangrove tree has the ability to absorb carbon dioxide equivalent to 4 or 5 times that of ordinary trees, and represents an important biological habitat for crustaceans and marine organisms as well as various kinds of birds. Due to its importance in achieving the Kingdom's national targets, the Ministry of Municipalities Affairs and Agriculture opened a specialized mangrove nursery in Tubli area. In order to reach zero neutrality by 2060 and to fulfill the requirements of sustainable development, Bahrain's government-led initiatives continue in cooperation with the private sector based on community partnership, making the Kingdom a model in many projects and initiatives that address climate change.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final installation of this coverage of the ISF Gymnasiade Bahrain 2024. This event has given the delegates as well as the youth of Bahrain a wonderful opportunity to connect and to practice athletics and sports with one another, to make lasting friendships and to develop everlasting skills. And though the events are drawing to a close, that doesn't mean that the events are slowing down, so stay with us and we'll be taking a look at what's on the schedule for today.
My name is Yu Wei. I am a rhythmic gymnastics China team is translation. My first is ballet. So ballet is a beautiful city. I look every team. So every team is training is method is different. So this is can exchange its idea, exchange method to improve my rhythmic gymnastics and everything different sport. So this is important.
I'm Boglarka Horvat. We started in this summer as a team, and since then we were training until this moment. So we aren't that far along this journey, but we are very happy to be here. Yesterday we had the bronze medal as a team, and we are very happy about it.
I'm Fruzina Grek. Thank you for the support. They are supporting us from Hungary, so really thank you for them.
Hello from Hungary, I'm Georgina Kosagi-Kohari. Bahrain is so beautiful, we love it so much, it's very exciting.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed that marvelous display of gymnastics. Let's see what's next on the agenda. Stay tuned. Once again, we have the opportunity to experience the very exciting game of handball. It's really great to see as well, during the downtime of all of the athletes, they get to have some free practice with one another in order to connect with their own teammates as well as with the delegates from other teams. Stay tuned because many more events are joining the closing of this monumental event, and we hope that you're having as exciting a time as we are.
My name is Fatma Al-Jalahma. I'm part of the Volunteers Committee. I've been working in the fun zone area. I was the head of the fun zone area. We are around 1,071 volunteers collective. I have learned so much. I've gained a lot of skills. I have my social network have grown like really extra large during this event. Every day we have different things to do. We have, like at the fun zone, we have to set up like areas for the international federations to do like mini games. For example, badminton court, tennis court, mini versions for the players to de-stress and have fun. We have seen outstanding standards from everyone, all the partnerships, the volunteers, the entities, the government entities. We all work together to have this awesome outcome. Thank you to everyone that participated, everyone that even watched, motivated. Just a thank you is not enough.
I'm Khalid Al-Bastigi from Bahrain National Paralympic Committee. I'm the manager of sports and initiatives. We have 5,000 plus athletes participating from all around the world. I'm specialized in Paralympic sports, so I kept an eye on the 4 sports for para, specifically on what the national team of Bahrain has participated in, which is para athletics and para badminton. Having such a huge historic event is something amazing, keeping the Kingdom of Bahrain in the sports map of the world. I'd like to thank His Highness Sheikh Nasser Mohammed Al Khalifa and Sheikh Khalid Mohammed Al Khalifa for supporting such huge events all the time, making sure that sport is part of the Bahrainis' life. It's great to have people from all around the world to make them know what we are capable of.
Schippers. I'm from Belgium and I'm the president of the Technical Commission Table Tennis in ISF. The Technical Commission takes the responsibility to run the table tennis event. So we make the schedule, we produce all the sheets that the umpires need to run the tournament. It was a very nice tournament till now, especially for the table tennis. Well organized, very lovely people. The local umpires were also very good supporting us, the Technical Commission, and also the kids. They like the tournament very much, and also the atmosphere in the hall.
My name is Serge Montmessin, I'm from France, and I work for the Technical Commission of the Table Tennis with our team under the direction of Peter Schipper from Belgium. He was a guy from England, Richard Hudson, and May from China, and we try to do ourselves to make a good competition for team events and individual events and also friendships events. So we organize of the technical with the referee from Bahrain. It's important for the young people to do sport for the health and also to meet together. It's an opportunity for them to meet any countries or other countries, any cultural others, and they make do more than sport. I can say that we play in table tennis in the fabulous area, because the young players could play in very, very good condition, like World Championships or something like that. And the atmosphere was very good, and the Bahrain is very friendly, and thank you for welcome.
And with this, ladies and gentlemen, the ISF Gymnasiade Bahrain 2024 draws to a close. With this conclusion, we see many achievements from the Kingdom of Bahrain and all participating nations. Most of all, the greatest achievement must be that of fostering a healthy spirit of competition and sportsmanship. I'm sure that the bonds forged over the course of this event will last a lifetime, and I'm sure that all of the delegates will carry the lessons that they've learned over this experience into adulthood and beyond. And I'm sure it's something that they are very excited to be sharing with their friends back in their home nations. This event marks one of many initiatives led by the Kingdom of Bahrain and demonstrates that the leadership of the Kingdom of Bahrain think about the development of society from every facet, from the youth to athleticism to building a healthy spirit of competition to encourage growth, and good sportsmanship to encourage good socialization skills. This has been Khalid Hidris reporting for Bahrain International TV.
The Bahrain Tourism and Exhibitions Authority organized tours for delegates participating in the Gymnasiade 2024 to the most prominent tourist and cultural attractions in the Kingdom of Bahrain. The road journey of the delegates reflects the kingdom's prestigious position as an exceptional tourist destination. These tours are an effective way to enhance interaction and an opportunity that will remain engraved in the hearts of visitors to enhance cultural understanding and deepen the bonds between visitors and the country by visiting popular markets, heritage and archaeological sites.
It's been great. The organization is really structured really well. We're having fun. The competition is great. All of it is a great experience overall. It's been amazing to see. I've never been in this part of the world. It's crazy to see all the people here, the new costumes as well, and yeah, all the structures. It's been amazing.
The tour aims to familiarize visitors with the history and culture of the kingdom and enhance the knowledge of participants by providing an exceptional tourism experience that contributes to establishing the kingdom as a distinguished attraction. Participants of the event expressed joy in the tours and appreciated the warm welcome and generous hospitality they received, admiring the beauty of the kingdom's history and heritage.
ISF, hello. Bahrain. Oh yeah. 2024. Let's go.
We come from near, we come from far, shining all the way, we'll reach all the stars. Through every challenge, we'll give it our all. Together we're stronger, we stand as one.
Welcome to Bahrain. Witness greatness cause we got game. We love the competition, feels like we on a mission. Trust me, it feels the same. Now watch me, you can't stop me. I'ma work till you see me in top three. Success is on my mind only, cause I'm thinking about winning that trophy. This my time to shine every day. I stay on the grind. Let's keep growing, we ready, let's keep going. The future is ours. 24 hours working just to prove to the doubters that I got what it takes to be worth it.
We come from near, we come from far, shining all the way, we'll reach all the stars. Through every challenge, we'll give it our all.
A modern crematorium is part of long-term plans for the site of a new third Christian cemetery in Bahrain. Details of the proposed facility were outlined during a ceremony held at the old cemetery in Manama, marking the start of the second phase of the new cemetery projects.
We're standing here in the first Christian cemetery in Bahrain. In fact, it probably isn't the first Christian cemetery in Bahrain because Christians were here in Bahrain from the 4th century BC of the Common Era, and so in Muharraq there are probably Christian cemeteries. But here we are, and the wonderful thing about this cemetery is that it contains people of all sorts of different nationality and church denominations. And I learned today from Mr. Ibrahim Nunu that this land here was given to us by a Jewish donor. But we're here not to talk about this old cemetery. We're here to think about the future and to launch our fundraising campaign to build a new Christian cemetery, because we have an additional Christian cemetery, a second Christian cemetery in Salmabad, which is now almost full. Thanks to the generosity of the Crown Prince, we've received a gift of land in another part of Salmabad for a third Christian cemetery. And the churches have been giving money towards this, and we're ready for the next stage, which is to build a wall around the land and a gate. And then we're fundraising today really for the stage after that, which is to build a guardhouse and toilet blocks and storage. And then the stage after that, a small chapel and potentially a crematorium as well.
I'm involved in developing the third Christian cemetery in Bahrain. We're currently in the first Christian cemetery, which opened in 1901. Thanks to the generosity of the Emir, Sheikh Isa at the time. This closed in 1966 when it was full. The second one in Salmabad opened. That is nearly full. And so now we have the third one also in Salmabad, which we are developing. We're just about to build the surrounding wall, the boundary wall and the gate. We've already leveled up the land. And we're starting the fundraising also for building the guardhouse, the WC block, the storage area and the pathways.
Well, you know, one of my roles is chairman of the Christian Communities Cemeteries Committee. I didn't know much about this role before arriving in Bahrain, but I've been delighted that through the work of that committee I've got to know a good number of people in the Christian and wider religious communities here in Bahrain, and come to know really in true deed what King Hamad's vision of peaceful coexistence means. And so it is today that we're gathered in Cemetery 1, the oldest cemetery for the Christians here on the island of Manama, dates back to 1901, to look to the next chapter of the Christian community and how we give them eternal rest here in Bahrain. We're soon to be opening our third cemetery, and for that we need just some modest donations. So we're gathering some people here today to show them Cemetery 1, full of history and full of that character of Bahrain, peace and coexistence, and look ahead to Cemetery 3 and see what we can do together.
Work has begun to build Bahrain's third Christian cemetery. The ambitious project will see a boundary wall and gate constructed around the 2,800 square meter plots of land in Salmabad donated by the government. The plans for a modern low-emission crematorium are set to be included in the final phase of the project, expected to be commenced in 2027.
Yes, we're here today in the old Christian cemetery in Zubarah Avenue in Bahrain. It's an incredibly peaceful place and has been in existence for well over 100 years. There are some very old graves here, including the founder of the initial American Mission Hospital and the National Evangelical Church. And this cemetery has been full, I believe, since 1966. Cemetery 2 out in Salmabad is also almost full, and we're here today to raise funds and to raise awareness about Cemetery number 3. Christian Cemetery number 3 is being built on land donated by His Majesty King Hamad bin Isa Al Khalifa, because His Majesty believes sincerely in religious freedom, and part of religious freedom, of course, are the burial rights of all faiths. And we'd also like to thank His Majesty for his generosity and ongoing support for all of the religious communities in Bahrain. And also we'd like to thank His Royal Highness, Crown Prince and Prime Minister, Prince Salman bin Hamad Al Khalifa and his government for everything they're doing to facilitate this project. Having Bahrain, the Kingdom of Bahrain, as a resting place has been the choice of many Christians over the years who have come here to work and to live and have fallen in love with the kingdom and feel that this is their forever home. And so we're appealing to everyone to come along and support this project, to raise funds to complete Christian Cemetery number 3. And this is Bahrain are very happy and honoured to be able to support this worthwhile project, as it's something that benefits all of the Christian communities here in Bahrain, and there are many hundreds of thousands here. And we'd like to thank Father Richard from St. Christopher's Cathedral and His Excellency the British Ambassador, Mr. Alistair Long, for their wonderful words today, and also Father Francis for his closing prayer to remind us of the peaceful coexistence here in the Kingdom of Bahrain.
I'm a third generation Bahraini. My family has been in Bahrain since the early 1920s. In fact, they stayed in Bahrain because of the peace and the tolerance and the coexistence that was offered to them hundreds of years ago. So coexistence, tolerance is not new to this beautiful island. His Majesty, the King, may God grant him health and long life, always puts the icing on the cake. With his endeavors, with his calling for peace and humanitarian efforts. We are here tonight in this, as they called it, Cemetery 1, to start or continue a project that is called the New Cemetery. And this is not something unusual for Bahrainis, for the community, because as I said, coexistence has always been on this island. I would like to say that my great-grandfather was buried here. He came to Bahrain in early 1916, I think, and died in 1922. So this cemetery holds a lot of memories for us, symbolic, not only because of his death and burial here, but because of what Bahrain has always been, a land for all. May God always give this beautiful island and its people and its leadership peace.
The project reflects Bahrain's tolerant nature and support of the freedom for everyone to practice their faith and protect their human rights and dignity. Mr. Thompson is a creative director, producer, and a writer who has enjoyed a career both in front and behind the camera. He has over 20 years of experience working with the Walt Disney Company and other well-known consumer brands. The visit of Mr. Thompson is sponsored by the U.S. Embassy in Bahrain. The filmmaker held a 2-week workshop at the American University of Bahrain for aspiring filmmakers from Bahrain, along with Bahraini filmmaking mentors who had participated in the previous edition of Project Documentaries. The workshop focused on developing skills of producing documentaries.
This is an 11-day workshop that's centered around how to make a documentary film. So there's about 18 students that have come together to form 3 teams, and they're all going to compete to make a documentary in 30 days, and this film has to be between like 10 minutes and 25 minutes long. So what I did was I came here to teach them just the basic foundation of storytelling and how to structure and how to produce a documentary film, and really the most fundamental important thing is story. So I really wanted to spend time in making them understand like what are the elements that make up a good story in an Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 sort of structure. So we've been spending the past 8 days now just exploring movies, exploring different genres of movies, and then how those movies are structured in an Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 sort of structure. So this is my second time to Bahrain. It's just amazing to be back. Like, I mean, I can't say enough about the people and just the experience that I'm having, but I'm a guest of the U.S. Embassy and the American Film Showcase, which is a program that I participate in back home. And basically, I'm a film ambassador for the United States. And my films and my expertise, I guess, I travel the world and just bring the art of filmmaking to different countries and communities around the world. So it's humbling, it's exciting, you get to meet a lot of great people, and you get to do what I love to do, which is tell stories. So doesn't get better than that. As I said, it's really great being back here, but what I'm really excited about is the fact that Bahrain as a country is so interested in filmmaking, and it really amazes me how devoted and dedicated the Ministry of Information is and the Ministry of Youth to really take the time and the energy and put the resources towards inspiring and educating the people of the country and people that are passionate about storytellers, because really, you know, our country, who we are as a people, are defined by our art and our culture, and so filmmaking is just such a huge, powerful tool to use to define who we are. So the fact that Bahrain is so interested and so vested in making this, you know, an important piece of art, you know, art form and a career choice for the country is an amazing thing. And it's humbling to be a part of that here at the beginning when we're just now forming the first film office, for example, and the Film Commission, and helping to give birth to the film industry here. So it's great to be here and be a part of that.
In collaboration with the U.S. Embassy, the Ministry of Youth Affairs organized Project Documentaries, which aims to improve the skills of Bahraini youth in filmmaking. The program goes through 3 different stages. The first stage, they start with 11 workshops with Mr. Todd, and then they start their production process, which is with Mr. John Leblushi, and after that, they start screening their films in January.
I always loved films and movies. I loved watching them, and I always been curious how to create a movie, okay, and how is the life behind the scene. So that's why I joined the program, and I've been learning a lot from the mentors, from Todd also, and I'm very excited to start my own movie with the team. We are currently now in the generating ideas and brainstorming phase, so we still didn't land on one idea. We should start shooting maybe, I think, at the 1st of November. So we are very, very excited to start.
I think that this opportunity is very valuable for people who want to pursue filmmaking. We had the process of this documentary is basically we have almost half a month of workshops and training, followed by almost a full month of working on our ideas. First, the workshops. I gotta say, Mr. Todd is very amazing. He taught us a lot of things in filmmaking in general and specific techniques in documentary filmmaking. He has a specific style filled with humor. He would make us laugh during the class, which is great to make us engaged, and it makes it easier to digest complex ideas. Other than Mr. Todd, I learned and I will learn a lot from the mentors that we have. All of them are amazing. All of them have their experience in their field, and they are more than willing to help us and teach us whatever we need help. Other than the mentors, of course, there are the other participants. Each and single one of us came from different backgrounds. They have their own perspectives. So I think I can learn a lot from them all, and we can work together and make good ideas and like great documentary happen. Hopefully by the end of this program we can send the documentary that we worked on to festivals that are within Bahrain and outside Bahrain. Hopefully we can represent Bahrain in a good way, and hopefully we can make Bahrain proud, and we can make our families proud, and everyone who gave us this chance, hopefully we can make them proud. I am very excited for the process of documentary. I love documentaries. Unlike narrative filmmaking, which is also I love, but documentaries has different process, since you don't create everything. You are actually looking for the story, not creating it. So you have to go on an adventure and explore and get to hear different ideas and different stories from different people, and you have to be curious to actually get the information that you want and learn from people, so you can make a good narrative and present it in a engaging way. I think this way you can learn a lot about human stories, which are fascinating to me, because I think human stories are the essence of filmmaking. Human stories are the essence of stories in general. Even though sometimes you have to dramatize and exaggerate stories for dramatic events, but in the end, every human story, everyday person is worthy of making a film about.
U.S. filmmaker and producer Todd Thompson visited Bahrain as part of the third edition of a project documentaries. The program is in collaboration with the Ministry of Youth Affairs and the American University of Bahrain. The program is an opportunity of Bahraini emerging filmmakers to be mentored by an international filmmaker, teach them script writing, filming, and editing, and their work gets exposure through social media and traditional press. Ms. Casey Swales serves as NASA's Deputy Associate Administrator and is the Principal Advisor to the Associate Administrator for overall day-to-day operations and long-term strategic direction across NASA's facilities. She establishes the overall strategy, framework, and structure for NASA's integrated mission support portfolio and builds and advances the agency's industry partnership.
Unfortunately for me, I was not able to go to the actual space camp in Alabama, as I was part of the team that was picked during COVID days and COVID times. Hopefully we don't go back to those days. And instead of that, we had the opportunity to go through to different other experiences and go through other experiences. I had the privilege to go to the IAC in Dubai, where there were different presentations and keynotes being presented, as well as in that experience I was able to meet some different astronauts from Russia, America, and even the UAE's astronauts. And after that, we had the opportunity to go to the Dubai Air Show, where we also met some other astronauts and met the new team team of the UAE mission team for the year 2022. I think if anybody has a passion, they should definitely go for what they're passionate for, to take the risk, to do what they actually dream of doing, because dreaming is believing, and if you believe in something, you're going to put all your effort and all your energy into doing that thing. So if you're passionate about something, don't give much attention to what society tells you about the thing that you're passionate about, and instead actually go for it and do the thing that you actually love and enjoy. Anybody who is going to be listening, anybody who is interested in something and they think that they're not able to do it, that belief is the only thing that is stopping them from doing the thing that they want to do. So if you believe in something, go for it and try to find the things that you are passionate about, because if you're passionate about something, you're going to give your most to, and you're going to be able to achieve great things.
Well, we are honored to have her in Bahrain and having the meeting, because we are looking forward to having a lot of potential collaboration between Bahrain and US in terms of the space field. We have a lot of projects in mind. We have discussed it with the NASA representative, and we are looking forward to have collaboration to be happening in the near future. Well, actually, we have a couple of plans, especially that we are part of Artemis Accords, as Bahrain is a signatory member. We are looking forward to working on projects that are involved in lunar exploration and going back to the moon, especially with also our colleagues in the region, if it's possible. So we're thinking of having projects that involves more members. If not, we can work closely as NSSA and NASA. There are a lot of opportunities. Usually people will think that we can work with the NSSA, but also the space sector in Bahrain is new, and they have a lot of opportunity to join it. They can work in the downstream, analyzing space data and images. We also worked with the students from the university on their graduation projects. So these projects involved a bit of working on space projects, such as, for example, designing CubeSats or analyzing images and coming up with added value products. So I do believe that they have a lot of opportunities even to become entrepreneurs in the Kingdom of Bahrain. Actually, I would just encourage the students to think about space being part of the future sciences and STEM, especially that the world now is going toward this type of careers. There is a big potential in joining such a field, in addition to other fields such as AI, machine learning, biogenetics, or even robotics. So think about space as one of the fields that you would like to work in, but not as studying aerospace engineering. Just to think about STEM, study something in science, mathematics, engineering, or technology, and definitely you can reach space and work in any field. Even if you think about being a lawyer, you can be a space lawyer, you can be a journalist. There are no limits. So just follow your passion and follow your dreams.
Thanks, Nate. It's been a really incredible couple days. So we had an opportunity to first meet with the U.S. ambassador to Oman, and then he accompanied me over to meet with Sheikh Nasser, which was incredible just to talk to His Highness. He has a lot of passion for both space, engagement of students, STEM, really driving innovation in the country. And so that was an absolutely just incredible visit. Then had an opportunity to meet with diplomats in training, so in the country, through the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And that was also just a really fun conversation. Gave them an overview of what NASA's up to, so our plans to return to the moon under the Artemis program, and an opportunity for us to have Q&A, dialogue. So really enjoyed that. And now here, meeting with several students who had the opportunity to attend space camp in the U.S. in Huntsville, Alabama, where our space camp is located, and for them to share their experiences. So several of them had the opportunity to dive, to meet astronauts, to do various flight simulations, such as launching a rocket, playing various roles that we play in space every day, such as being a flight director, a flight engineer. So that's been an incredible conversation as well. And then looking forward to, after this, meeting with an even larger group of students just to share various messages and career paths and ways that they can get involved in space as the country continues to increase focus on space as a capability. I would say the future is very bright here. I think there's a lot of interest, there's a lot of support. Oh, I also had met with the space agency here, and so there's a lot of support for, I think, growing capabilities in space. And I actually encourage all students to think about pursuing their passions. And I often say space is for everyone, so regardless of what they're interested in, there is a role for them in space.
Mrs. Wales held a roundtable discussion with Bahrain's Space Camp alumni on Saturday at the American corner of the Arab Open University. Her visit is sponsored by the American Embassy in Bahrain, and it's focused on fostering collaboration and sharing expertise in space science and innovation with the National Space Science Agency. During her visit, Mrs. Wales also led lectures and engaged with participants from Bahrain's space camp.
Thai Mart Bahrain hosted Asian Bazaar 2024, which features Asian entertainment, activities like henna, face painting, fashion, along with food and music. The bazaar also has Arabic oud and perfume booths, which are great for this weather, and Arabic abayas as well as jalabiyas.
There are many Asian countries who are representing here, promoting their products. So we also have a Nepali stall here. We have our team, a restaurant team that is representing, and they're serving Nepali momo, which are Nepali dumplings. So they're typically famous in Nepal and also around the region. And even in Bahrain, we came to know that there are many people, not only Nepalis, but other nationalities who enjoy having momo and eating momo. So they're here, and I hope that, it will be promoted to other people as well. In a way, we have other things in Nepal, like we are very rich in culture and diversity, and we have around 25,000 people, Nepali people, who are residing here in Bahrain. So this is just one step, I feel, with the food, promoting food. This is the first step, so we are trying to, promote Nepali culture as well. Along with the other, we can see other Asian cultures and other Asian products being promoted. And thanks to Thai Mart for giving this wonderful opportunity.
Actually, as you see, we have Asian Bazaar, which is reflecting our interest in attracting Asian people in Bahrain to come and enjoy taking the advantage of the nice weather in Bahrain. And as you know, that Thai Mart is always the home of all the events, especially when it's related to Asian events. So we are taking this opportunity to invite all the Asian, all expats, even from our neighbor countries, visitor tourists, to come and enjoy this moment in Thai Mart, where they can find all the Asian products, whether garments, textile, shoes, and fashion, some handmade items also. And this is our time to celebrate the nice weather again, to mention again the nice weather in Bahrain. So that's it, and we'll just invite everyone to come and enjoy in Thai Mart.
The event saw the attendance of crowds from different countries who came for the fun event. The event is a great way to spend some fun and quality time with your family and loved ones.
Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of today's episode. We'd like to thank you so much for watching, and as always, be sure to reach out to us on our social media accounts shown below. We'd love to hear from you. This was Khalid Hidris. Until next time, good night and God bless.